There's this crazy idea in the media that they always focus on the profits that a game makes. Hey, look at how many millions of copies they sold. Yet, business isn't always about profits. In the real world, business is about both the amount of money that you put in and the amount of money that you're getting out. You can see the failures of this with the Lone Ranger. To most of us, making $30 million would be amazing. Yet, because of the amount of money they spent, it's a complete failure. Equally important to the profits, you have to consider the cost. But there are more costs involved in game development than just the money. And today what I'd like to do is talk about some of the different costs of making a game. This cost versus profit methodology should be used with every decision you make throughout game development. Value in game development is how much of an impact is it going to have on the player. Something that looks cool is far less important than something that will fundamentally fix a gameplay flaw. You can use this value to determine whether you should actually put in the time and effort that's needed to implement a feature. Now, the first major cost is the one everybody thinks about: money. This is your wages for employees, this is the cost of artwork for your game, and this is the cost of advertising. Don't really have to talk much about this because everybody considers money a cost. The next resource is time. All of us will stop and consider the hourly wages before taking a job, but how many people are there out there that will actually spend extra time to fix something themselves? A lot of us will work for less than minimum wage so that we can avoid spending money. And this is a very dangerous thing to get into. Time is as valuable, if not a more valuable resource than money. Money, you can always get more. Time, it's running out. The third cost is stress. 1 hour of work doing one thing is not equivalent to 1 hour doing another. You can see this by simply spending an hour watching your favorite TV show and spending an hour outside in a blizzard shoveling the driveway. One of them is very stressful. One of them is relaxing. The video game industry has a very high turnover rate and very high burnout numbers. Last I knew, the majority of developers leave the industry in less than 5 years due to burnout from high-stress projects. This is a massive cost because these are your experienced employees. These are the ones who know what they're doing. Even for an indie developer, this is a big cost because if you burn yourself out, you're not going to keep working on that project. You need to maintain your stress levels to make sure that you stay motivated to keep working on this project. The fourth cost I'm going to talk about is life. Even ignoring the AAA's insane overtime requirements, it's easy to focus on your project at the expense of your friends, family, or own health. Blind passion can lead us to do very, very stupid things. Every sacrifice that you make is a cost that you have to consider. Missing a single workout session or turning down a chance to go out with your friends, that's no big deal. But once this becomes a habit, that's when you have to start being concerned. Unlike time, stress, and money, damage to your health and your relationships is very difficult to repair. You have to watch them closely to make sure you don't deal the damage in the first place. It's easy to ignore the non-monetary cost associated with making a game, but this is going to hurt you in the long run. High-cost projects tend to cause burnout and failed projects. By identifying the expensive aspects of your own development process, you can make your process more efficient, making a better game while spending less time, money, and effort on the project. How's that not a win-win? One final thing to mention: when you start doing this, you're gonna suck at it. I've been making games a long time, and I suck at it. You're gonna make mistakes. The important thing is that you're learning. Repeating mistakes is stupid. Making new mistakes is smart.